Hey, what's going on, guys? We're going to round out with the final of my 4 videos today, and it's going to be dealing with the tight end position. But before we do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read off my top 20 overall picks. I'll post it in the description after the end of this video below the tight ends. But I just want to give y'all my top 20. I'm just going to read them off by names. Number 1 is Antonio Brown. Number 2, Adrian Peterson. Number 3, Odell Beckham Jr. Number 4, Todd Gurley. Number 5, Julio Jones. Number 6, Ezekiel Elliott. Number 7, Devonta Freeman. Number 8, Le'Veon Bell. Number 9, yes, number 9, Lamar Miller. Number 10, DeAndre Hopkins. And I'm going to stop there. I didn't talk about him in wide receivers, but the reason he's that low is because of the Brock Osweiler thing. All of y'all that are so high on DeAndre Hopkins, I understand it for good reason. But I've got a bad feeling about Brock Osweiler. I don't trust him. Now, with a talent like DeAndre Hopkins, he's going to be able to survive one way or the other. He's going to be able to make his numbers one way or the other. But I don't see what you saw last year. I honestly don't. So I'm tempering my expectations with Hopkins. Trust me, don't get me wrong. That does not mean pass on him, move away from him. If you're the number 10 overall pick, you're still a first rounder. But DeAndre Hopkins is further down than I wanted to put him simply because of the quarterback. Can I be wrong? Absolutely. I actually hope I am. But I don't trust Brock Osweiler. He's going to have to show me something. Sorry about that. I just had to intercede. Number 11, David Johnson. Number 12, Allen Robinson. Number 13, Dez Bryant. Number 14, Rob Gronkowski. Number 15, A.J. Green. Number 16, Jordy Nelson. Number 17, Brandon Marshall. 18, Mark Ingram. 19, Doug Martin. And number 20, first quarterback, Cam Newton. That is my top 20 overall, guys. So we're going to get right into the tight end rankings. And I have 20 listed, but I'm only going to talk about 3 due to time restraints of my own. I'm going to talk about my number 4 tight end, and that's Delanie Walker. Because of the jump that I expect from Marcus Mariota to take place this year, I can easily see Delanie Walker finishing above even Greg Olsen in terms of numbers. Walker is still the number 1 option in that offense, and it ain't going to change just because they got DeMarco Murray in Tennessee. Walker has no problems getting open. He's known for exploiting the defenses and getting loose. He's a great target for Mariota, and you saw it last year. They've got a great rapport and connection. I have no problem drafting him in the mid to late rounds because I'm not going to be jumping on tight end early this year. I probably won't have any if many shares of Gronk or Jordan Reed this year. So I have no problem ending up with Delanie Walker on a lot of my teams or a couple of the other guys. I'm only going to talk about 3 tight ends, by the way. And the other 2 that I'm going to speak of, I got no problem having shares of them. So Delanie Walker is going to have a good season, I think. Some people don't think so because of the rest of the team being so paltry in terms of the talent. They think he's going to be overcovered and the defense is going to key in on him, but Delanie's too good. If he's healthy, I think he's going to do just fine. My number 5, coming in right after Delanie Walker, Gary Barnidge. If you played fantasy last year, you saw it. Every week that he was doing these spectacular numbers, you were waiting to see, okay, this guy that's been, just a player in the league that wasn't getting much attention before this is going to be the week it stops. Okay, he does it again. This is going to be the week it stops. And he does it again. Every week, he was good just about. He was one of the more dependable tight ends. I had him on several teams, and he helped lead me to several championships last year. But the number 1 reason why Gary Barnidge is one of the highly touted tight ends in my opinion this year is because of RG3. I mentioned it when I was talking about Corey Coleman earlier and Josh Gordon and all that. RG3 is going to need Gary Barnidge immensely. We have no clue how RG3 is going to be in this system overall. We don't know. But everyone thinking Gary Barnidge ain't going to be what he was and this, that, or the other, you go right ahead, because I'll love to get him later on if y'all slip on him. RG3 is going to be checking down when short passes a lot to this guy. This guy is going to have another solid fantasy year, and you'll be able to get him at a decent price. So keep an eye on Gary Barnidge, and if he falls late enough, do not hesitate. And the last one I'm going to talk about is number 8, Coby Fleener. I've never been a fan of Coby Fleener's that much. Never. His talent is pretty evident, but his production, even with the opportunities he had with the Colts, have been sporadic at best. I'm high on him for one particular reason this year. New Orleans offense. If you've paid attention in this last 5 years, you know what Jimmy Graham did at the tight end position with Breeze at the helm. You saw some unlikely production last year with Ben Watson, also with Drew Brees at the helm. New Orleans, Sean Payton, Drew Brees uses the tight end. Coby Fleener is going to be the unquestionable starter. He's going to accumulate all that fantasy goodness. He's got solid hands, and he's a big target. So, in my opinion, he's in the best possible spot he could have ever been in to break out. So, I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to get too crazy and overreach, but this will be a guy you'll be able to get around the discounted area, late middle, early late rounds, I think. This might be one of those that proves to be one of those that puts you into your playoffs or helps put you into your playoffs, because it's hard to win week to week the tight end battle against your opponent, because you never know. It's the most it's like defense and kicker. You never know what you're going to get. But you know what you get with Drew Brees, and you know that he likes to target the tight end. So that's a guy I'm very highly looking at. So yeah, that's going to end everything with the tight ends in terms of discussion. Again, I'm going to post the rankings in the description of the video, so feel free to review it, ask me any questions you got. That's FF Real Talk on Twitter, or you can leave comments here. Again, if you're not following me now, and a lot of y'all I noticed have been watching the auction video. It's obviously my most viewed and most revered video, though I did it 2 years ago. I love that y'all still watch it, though. Matter of fact, speaking of that, I might do an update of that video if I get the time, because it's a lot of people that love it. And it's what I keep reading from people is it's very hard to get auction videos, and because a lot of people play and have never played in an auction draft before, and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. And I gave some, it looks like, because I've got, like I say, thousands of views on it, it looks like I gave some info that a lot of people are looking forward to using this year. So, yeah, where was I going with that? But either way, yeah, I might do an auction video this year, just an upgrade of that other one. Might not be too many new tactics, but it'll be me being better at doing this, being that was one of the first videos I made. So, yeah, but anyway, you got any questions, hit me up on Twitter at FF Real Talk. Leave some comments here. Spread the word. Please do that. All right, y'all have a good one.